This is the plaintiff, Katrina Hinton. She says the defendant, her ex and son's father, lost his temper and broke down the side door of her house. He used a crowbar, cut the screen with a knife, and even broke the lock. Bottom line, what he did was not right. It was unprovoked. And she wants the $1,299 it's going to cost her to make the repairs. This is the defendant, Benjamin Taylor. He says he got a panicked call from his son saying he needs him to come right over because his mother had a strange man in the house and he could hear the man fighting loudly in the background with his son. He panicked, drove like a bat out of you-know-where, and was just protecting his son. He thinks he'll be in the clear today and hopes the judge agrees. He's accused of losing it, but good.
Let I get 5 minutes warn you, Honor?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Katrina Hinton?
Yes.
You are suing Benjamin Taylor for $1,299 that you say you are out as a result of him losing his temper on your door. Tell me what happened here. How do you two know each other?
He's the father of my son.
Okay. And were you ever married?
Never.
All right. Your son is how old now?
16.
All right. And how long were you two together?
We were off and on majority of since my son was born.
Okay.
We never resided together. I initially stopped seeing him about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
He would only come over for occasions, and that's it.
Okay. Did you have a pretty good relationship with him?
At that time, yes.
Okay. Has he always supported his son?
No.
Oh, has he never supported his son?
As far as parenting-wise, no.
How about as far as money-wise?
What was ordered by the court.
By the court.
Yes.
All right. All right. So what happens in the evening in question?
The evening in question, my son wanted to go out. I told him no. He couldn't go out for whatever reason. I don't remember what happened, but I told him no. And he totally
Had you been having trouble with your son?
Yes.
Okay.
And his dad was aware of it. He disobeyed me. He left anyway.
Okay, hold on one second. What kind of trouble were you having with your son?
Breaking the rules, being disrespectful, poor school performance, those types of things.
And would the dad help you out with that at all? Would he get involved and try to be a role model for him on that and try to?
He would try to talk to him sometimes. Sometimes I would ask for him to come over to talk to him face to face. He would tell me he's at ShopRite or somewhere. I can't come over right now. He's going to be okay. I just spoke to him on the telephone, and that's how he would leave it.
Okay, what happened that night?
Like I said, my son had left the home without my permission. I told his dad that he had left without my permission also that evening. His dad didn't come over. His dad didn't say he was going to look for him or anything. When my son came home...
What time of the night was it?
It was late.
What time of the night?
It was after 12.
Okay.
He came home. I could see in his eyes, I don't know what was going through his mind, but he was very disrespectful to me, disrespectful to my company.
Okay, who did you have over?
It was a male friend, and that was it. No.
A guy you were dating, though? I mean,
no.
Okay.
No.
Just completely a male friend?
Completely a male friend.
And what happens?
At the time, the male friend had came over because when my son left, we were talking, and he said, well, why don't I just come over and offer you some moral support because you're going through a pretty bad situation right now.
Okay.
So he did. And while he was there, he was asking me to go out and look for my son. I said, I'm not going out to look for him because if I do find him, you know, he's not going to want to come. He's going to cause a big scene, so I'm going to wait for him to come.
Right.
So when he did return home, he was very disrespectful. He said
Did he know your friend?
No, he didn't know my friend.
So what was he disrespectful about? Just that there was a man in your house?
Yes, he says, oh, well, I can't have company. You shouldn't be having company either. Tell your friend he has 15 seconds to get out of here.
Your 16-year-old son said that?
Exactly. So I said, well, I told my friend at the time, I said, you need to just go ahead and leave so I can handle the situation.
Did your friend have any discussion with your son?
No. No,
he didn't
no
talk
contact.
to him. No, nothing.
I even had him leave out the side.
But wasn't your son saying to him, "You better get out. You got 20 seconds to get out"?
He said that to me.
Oh, not to the friend directly?
That to me. No.
So
But
they didn't have any discourse, the two of them? All right, go on.
No verbal.
All right.
I sent my friend out the side of the house. My son went to the front door, and when my friend went to the side of the house, he got into his car. My son ran out behind his car, would not let him back out of the driveway. He said, oh, don't leave now. I want you to stay because my dad's going to come and take care of you.
Okay. Did your son wake you out of a dead sleep to tell you to come over there and beat up some guy? Like, what is this? What's going on?
Like I said.
What'd your son say to you?
He said, Dad, I need you to come over. I thought he just wanted to ride because he always called me to pick him up from the park. So I said, where you want me to come to? I'm asleep. He was like, I just need you to come over. I said, what's the problem? What's going on? He said, just come over there. I said, wait a minute, what's going on? He said, I need you to come over because this guy said he gonna do me. Meaning her friend, she said
do him, meaning beat him up?
Right.
Okay.
So I'm like, what now? I'm nervous because I'm like, what? I heard this guy in the back talking to my son. I'm like,
what was he saying? Could you make it out?
I couldn't make out, but he was talking back to my son. And I'm like, hold up, who is this talking? He's like, this my friend. He's talking about he gonna do me. You ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm hearing my son. I said, well, listen, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there. I said, don't do
you live
nothing.
5 minutes away?
No, but I was gonna get there in 5 minutes.
How fast were you going?
I was pretty fast. My car is kind of fast. I was going like 100, maybe 110.
No,
20.
you could kill somebody to get there to find out what the 16-year-old's whining about.
I was nervous. My son, because he don't call me for stuff like that. My son he's a good kid.
He's 16.
Right.
Okay, so you get there and what happens?
I didn't get there. I'm still shaking because I'm telling my son, look, don't say nothing to him because he might do something to you. He's a grown man.
Well, where do you ask your son physically? Where are you standing and physically?
Yeah, I said, where you at? Well, he tells me.
What did he say?
He told me my mom locked me out the house. I said, well, she locked you out with this man and he's gonna beat you. Why would she lock you out the house? Why would she do that? He was like, I don't know, but this dog, and then he hung up and it scared me.
Right.
I got to take care of my son, even though she said I don't do this and that for my son. My son.
Right, you obviously do enough where your son picks up the phone and calls you to go kick this guy's butt.
So I got there and I told my son, just show me the guy.
The guy's not there, though.
The guy's not there. I'm like, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. He's like, this joker, this blah, 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 he gonna do this to me, he do this. And I'm like, where your mother? So I go ring her doorbell. She didn't answer. So I keep ringing it out of control, because I'm upset. And I'm like, dang, I'm ringing, she didn't answer. So I said,
but you know she's in there.
Right, I know she's in there.
And she just doesn't want to answer because you're out of control.
Right. So I said, do you got your key? He said, yeah, but the screen doors are locked. I said, okay, well, we'll break the screen door so you can get in the house.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right. I mean, I was just mad. I wanted to know what's going on with my son.
That's sarcasm.
Right. Okay. So I said, okay. I did. I broke the handle part to the screen door.
How'd you break it?
With my stick. I had a stick in my trunk that I used. And I broke the part that you open the door
in order to do what?
Just to find out what's going on with my son.
But she doesn't want to tell you what's going on. You got your son. Your son is safe. The guy is gone.
Exactly.
And maybe you should just calm down, take your son to your house.
Exactly.
And then just talk about it in the morning with the mother.
Right,
Or if there's something that the mother's doing that's endangering your son, take her to court. But that's not your method. Your method is to break the door down to talk to her when you want to talk to her.
Right.
Right. That's what brings us here today. Because she wants you to pay for the door. Yeah. So you take a crowbar and bust open the door. Do you use your feet too? Because according to the police report, there's a footprint on the door. So you're trying to kick down the door too.
I don't recall that.
You don't recall that? Do you have a picture of the footprint?
I don't recall that.
You got a picture of the footprint?
Oh, no, I don't have any pictures of the footprint.
Do you have pictures of the door?
Yes.
Okay, show me whatever pictures you want me to see. And so go on.
But that was it.
What'd you do when you got in? Did you get in?
No, I didn't get in. When I got the door down, my son was with me, and then she came down to the door and she was saying, your son is lying. He's lying. I said, lying? How's he lying when I heard a man arguing with my son? He can't be lying.
Wait. You broke the door down, so now you're inside the house?
No, I couldn't get in. She was holding the door, and I was pushing.
So she's holding the door so you can't get in?
Right. She was pushing the main door.
Right.
So I was pushing it, and then she was pushing it, and I just said, then she was on the phone, I guess, with her sister. And
she said to you, my sister's calling the cops.
Right. So then I said, you know what? I
don't want to get arrested, so you left.
I left with my son, and I took him over.
Took him where?
I took him over her sister's
house. To the sister's house who was calling the cops on you?
No, she got two sisters.
To the others? Why'd you take the son over to this sister? Why didn't you just take him with you?
Yeah, because at that time,
No, I don't know.
At that time, I was just not.
What, you had a girl at the house?
Yeah.
No, me?
Yeah, you. No, the guy behind you. That's who I'm asking that question about.
No.
Yeah, did you have a girl in the house?
And
Nah.
That's okay for you to have a girl in the house. It's just not okay for her to have a guy in the house.
No,
apparently.
it's not okay to threaten my son.
Well, but wait a minute.
I
Why
care
don't you
about
think
the guy
back,
in the
step
house.
back, because this whole thing happened as a result of your son playing you.
Right.
You know, in his 16-year-old immature mind, he got you to act like a 16-year-old immature idiot.
Yeah.
Because you go over there and it's not enough for you. You know, you say, well, I'm worried about my son. You're sounding great. You're going 100 miles an hour to protect your son. That's not so great. But still, you know, I got sympathy for you. Oh, you know, you don't know what's going on. Some guy. Then you get there and your son is perfectly safe. And that's when you're breaking down her door? Why? Because she can't have company?
She can have all the
Okay,
company
then
she
you know
wants.
what? Don't break it down her door.
Right.
How's that for a plan? Don't break down her
Right.
door,
But
because
that
now you're going to have to pay.
That's cool. I mean,
I
I ain't
know.
got no problem with her
Well,
having
but you
company.
apparently do have a problem because
It
she had to
was
sue
all
you to get you to
No.
fix the door.
But I don't
Why
have
didn't
no
you fix the
problem
door the
with
next day?
Because the next day she didn't ask me to fix the door. I don't think about
So no one reminded you the door needed fixing?
No, it wasn't about like that. Like I said, you know.
Like you said what?
I was talking to my son. I talked to my son about that. I told
Why
him,
didn't you just
know,
fix the door?
Well, but when the chance I could have got to fix the door, I could. Well, they put a restraining order, so I couldn't go by the house.
You got
to
a
fix the
restraining
door.
order against
yes,
him?
I do
Right,
have a
so
restraining
So is there a
order.
restraining order against him right now?
Exactly.
Okay.
She sent all these police to my job. 30 police officers come barging
Not
in my
30
door.
police officers.
30 police officers came to my job.
How does she get 30 police officers?
Because of her brother, he's a detective or whatever. So
Is
he
your
sent
brother a
them.
detective?
Yeah,
No, he's
something.
not. He's a captain.
Well, he's right. So he sent all these. Right. He's whatever, but that's not.
Yeah,
the
there's a
point.
huge difference
right.
between captain and detective.
Right. Well,
That might be why 30 people ended up serving a warrant
They
on
sent
you.
me a restraining order. So, but I didn't.
If I were you, I'd walk the straight and narrow on that restraining order. All right.
Right.
Now, one of the things
I
you're
don't
suing
mind.
for here. Show me the photos. This is what you got from me, black and whites, photocopies. You
Well,
don't have
the
actual
police
pictures?
took pictures, but they said they couldn't release the pictures. They only released
Oh, come
pictures
on,
for
girl.
battery.
Your brother's a captain. You can't get copies of the pictures. If you can't get it, who can? Because these are really hard to see. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Now, you're also, one of the things that you're suing for is a window replacement. What's that about?
Well, the house that, my sister's house, which is the same house where he took my son that
That's
evening.
this sister.
Yes.
Okay.
With my son calling her teenage boys.
They're how old?
One is
16 and 19.
And?
the 19-year-old drives, and he asked for both of them to pick up their boys to come to my house to beat this man up because there's a problem going on.
Okay.
Now, her youngest son, the 16-year-old, he, it doesn't take much to get him excited. So, of course, the 19-year-old is going to tell the 16-year-old, no, we're not going to go over there. Everything is being handled. The 16-year-old got very upset, angry, where he wanted to fight her 19-year-old's male friend, which they did in her house, and they went through the window.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey, 11 years. So he knocks her door down, kicks it in. Is that domestic violence?
It is,
Why?
because it's a dispute between two people. That makes it domestic.
Okay, but he didn't hit her. Is that domestic violence?
No, I think domestic violence is when you physically harm someone. I think this was breaking and entering.
If somebody did that to you, would you have anything to do with them again?
Never, never, ever.
So that's just a bad warning sign.
Absolutely.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
Why does he have to pay for that window?
Because he placed my son there at the night. Instead of taking my son...
Wait, but all this stuff happened way before your son was even there. And besides, you took him in.
It
So
was, no,
just
she
don't let
wasn't
him in.
home at the time. He never even called her to let
Okay,
her...
but all this stuff happened before the son was brought over. Son was
Yes.
brought over at the end of the night. All this stuff is happening when they're trying to come and be his boys and get their boys together and go over there and take us back. So how is it that he has to pay for that window? Why doesn't she just control her kids? I know you weren't there.
Well,
I know. But I'm saying, why isn't this just one more thing in the long litany of being a mother? Why is that something he has to pay?
Well, I was just saying...
I got a better idea. Why doesn't your son get a job and pay for that window? Since he set everything in motion here. Everybody's here because of your... Where's your 16-year-old anyway? Why isn't he here?
He's in school today.
Okay, good. Do you have any estimates for the damage to your door?
Yes.
Which is all you have the right to sue for. You can't sue for the damage to her place. She has to make her own lawsuit, and she'd be hard-pressed to ever get that money out of him when it's her son who broke the window. Thank you. Okay. If I take away the window stuff, you can get all of the door replaced, both the storm door and the screen door, the things he kicked in and the things he just ripped, et cetera, for about $900. And that's what I'm going to order. Verdict for the plaintiff in this case, $900.
Just hold on a minute, you guys, please.
Well, first, as the defendant comes out on the losing end of this case, your reaction to the outcome?
It's all good. I ain't no lie. I mean, they lying on me. I'm going to always be there for my son, good or bad. I'm going to be there for my son. Mm-hmm. Whatever they say.
Well, that's a good thing to be, but you have to be there for his mom, too.
Yeah, that all this is just a myth. I'm there. Everything
you had that one Mike Tyson moment there, and you had to pay for it.
And then they making it like it was a whole 16 years he was born.
You going to change anything about the way you relate with her and to him?
No, everything is good.
It's all good.
Everything is good.
All right.
That's it.
Right down there. Kid, come on in here. Step on in here and tell me what's your feeling on the outcome here.
I'm satisfied with the her decision.
Yeah.
I just wish we could have also got the window situation resolved, but
well, that wasn't his fault. How are you two going to parent and raise this young man?
We'll do the best as we can.
You think you can rely on him to hold up his end of the bargain of being a dad?
I can't say.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, if the defendant in this case had a reasonable belief that his son was in danger and she wouldn't open the door, then maybe you could justify what he did. But in this case, no way in the world is he justified. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.